Okay, today we are doing the Saturday puzzle. Extremely difficult for me. We'll see how we do July 12th. Hopefully we can get a quarter of it, half of it. I feel like the jump between Friday and Saturday is enormous in difficulty, but maybe that's just a mental toughness I put in my own head that's not actually true. So let's get to it and see how we do. All right, that was fun. A lot of long answers in this puzzle already. No theme on Saturdays. I don't know what that is fun is. Actor Diana of All Creatures Great and Small. Diana Ross? There is a Diana Ross. I don't think she's I think she's a singer. I'm going to put Ross, but I'm not confident in that. One might start fermenting in the kitchen. Rye bread, a yeast something. Not sure. Classic Langston Hughes poem with a comma in its title. Don't know that. It features high wind movements. Don't know. Latin for goodbye. It's not adieu. It's not adios. It's probably not ciao, although that is 4 letters. I'll leave it blank for now. What might be seen around a star is a shine, an aura, a glow. Around a star, that could be some sort of play on words, though. A star would be, I'm going to do shine. We'll see if that's correct. Shape of Saturn's rings, oval. I like that. I think that's correct. Star of TV and film who wrote the memoir Never Have Your Dog Stuffed and Other Things I've Learned. Never have your dog stuffed? Animal? It's not like Steve Irwin. And film. I don't know. Spot for newborn care is the NICU. And that stands for something intensive care unit, the neonatal intensive care unit, I think, but NICU, I believe, is correct. Pretty sure we got one. We're not getting shut out. Awards honoring excellence in magazine publishing. Awards, I'm going to say it ends in S. I feel like I'll recognize that, but I don't know off the top of my head. Earth's crust and others are layers, perhaps? Shade akin to bone or eggshell is... it's not tan, it's something. Talc? It's talc, like a whitish. No preference. I don't care. IDC. Whichever. Any. I like that. Any will work. Snobby sort is a snit. LS. Do snit. Layers could be incorrect. Bring up to date, perhaps. Is renew. Is, I don't know. Terms of a trade are something that ends in an S. System on 14 down, maybe? Terms of a trade, I don't know. With 8 down, like the upcoming release from one's favorite band. Album, not DVD, CD, streaming. It's new, it's, I don't know. Quinta of Abbott Elementary, no idea. Lose as a tail is to shed, is to... It's like a tail, like if your lizard loses its tail, or if someone is tailing a person, right? You're following them around in a car and then you lose them, they would be, I don't know. Build up is to amass, is to... It's gotta be, what's not the word for build up? I'm not sure. Official languages are Chamorro and English. Laos? It's a crossword answer that pops up from time to time. D's blank does. D's dies? No, it's only 3 letters. I don't know. Mideast port with a natural harbor. Natural harbor. Mideast, Middle East. Oman. Just because it comes up in crosswords a lot. Faint is paler, palest, pass out. I don't know. Smith, who's the first woman to receive the Baseball Writers Association of America's Career Excellence Award. For some reason, the name's Sophie Smith. comes to mind. Sandra Smith, Sally Smith, Sophie Smith. I don't know though. Was she a writer? Was she an owner? Not sure. Symbol of defiance and solidarity. Defiance and solidarity. I don't know. Period ender is a dot. Period is what ends. A period ender is overtime, the end of a game. Not sure. Waste is to toss. If you waste something, you're using it. Uses. Member of a sub-Saharan matriarchal clan. Sub-Saharans, somewhere in Africa. Is a Rwandi. Rwandi does not fit. I don't know. Big ones can be difficult to manage. Egos. I like that. One tirelessly making calls ahead of election day. A news outlet. I don't think that's correct, but maybe. Blank sea, body of water between Borneo and the Philippines is the. I don't know. Convention challenger is, I don't know. Look is to see, is to ogle. Leer. These are kind of nasty way of looking, but maybe it's work. Maybe it'll be correct. Adjunct faculty is alumni. Adjunct to me seems like they're no longer faculty. They used to be. They're adjunct. But that doesn't really make sense. Probably something else. I'm not sure. Let's go to downs. Smack is to hit, is to press, is to, I don't know, kind of spider believed to spread to distant areas via railway. Black widow, brown recluse, daddy longlegs, some other kind of spider, I don't know. Biblical prophet who Martin Luther King referred to as an extremist for justice in his letter from Birmingham jail. Esau, Cain, the biblical names that pop up in crosswords. I don't know. Youth baseball supporters. Cal Ripken League, Babe Ruth League. Youth baseball supporters are T's. Like if it's a T-ball game, like that. Skipping music, say, is to, okay, I don't like layers. Oops. Though I do like S, it could be S. Skipping music is passing, erasing, not sure. Amigo, pal, bro, Mac. I don't know. Spots, so to speak. Ad hoc? Doesn't make sense. Spots, I don't know. C38 across, I didn't know that. Staging areas are something, detective at times. Sherlock Holmes, an agent, not sure. Sooner to a Longhorn is a rival. Oklahoma Sooners, Texas Longhorns. Order that might include mortadella and capicola. Order something an omelet, something cheese. What was Ross? Diana Ross. Diana Rossi? Might be Diana Rossi, basketball player. I think that might be what I'm thinking of. Order that might include that is a hors d'oeuvre. I don't know. First score during extra time in sudden death soccer. First score is the golden goal. Goal. Here we go. All right. So this is wrong. Lucky that R happened to be correct. Goal. Golden goal. Very nice. First goal wins. Diana, no idea. Ragu. I'm ready, but be nice. Take it easy. Go easy on me. I like that. Go easy on me. Okay. Comma, I too. I like that. Latin for goodbye. All right, I'm not going to skip ahead yet. Wraps blank sweatshirt. Oh, this was a clue like recently. Issa sweatshirt? I need to look that up. Doozy is tough one, difficult. Oh, that was a doozy. I don't know. Rush to find a mate is a something go. Ogle's correct. I don't know. Many a book by Paul Thoreau. No idea. Bibliography. A nonfiction. Horror. I don't know. Series of hoops and hurdles. Something Olympic event. A basketball. A track meet. Hoops and hurdles is referring to something non-sport related, I'm sure, but it also has hoops, like hoop earrings, hurdles, don't know. Went from 0 to 60, you accelerated, you aged, perhaps? I kind of like aged. And snobby sort could be something else. Cylindrical grain holders are silos, but it's only 4 letters. Cylindrical grain holders. I don't like silo would be a cylindrical grain holder. Not sure. Jane, who says laws and principles are not for the times when there's no Austen? Nope. Jane Austen. Jane Eyre is a book. Jane, don't know. Jane Doe. Kansas-born playwright with a Pulitzer. No clue. Buns. Buns are rolls, are your butt. Enforcers of rules, informally. Once again, plural. Informally, like a narc would be an enforcer of rule, but that's not plural. This would be some acronym maybe, but there's no acronym in the clue. I'm not sure. Fixed format summary on an article as on Wikipedia. Something web on news outlets, kind of a shot in the dark, as is Oman. I don't know. Waste, which the waste was another. Is this waste as well? No, it's symbol of. To waste is to. Not really thinking about the M or the N. Is I don't know. Important subject in law school is the like morality. Morality does not fit. History does not fit. Government law. I don't know. What it boils down to is this. The gist of, boils down to the point, the meaning, the idea. Stomps foot down would be stops, keeps a beat. Don't know. Spots is sees. I like that. Law school for Samuel Brett Kavanaugh, Clarence Thomas, and Sonia Sotomayor. Yale? Harvard? Eton? I maybe went to Yale. That's my guess. They wouldn't have gone to a different country. There's Eton. I like Yale. I think it's Yale. I guess I'm thinking news outlet is incorrect. Zip is 0, is to fly, is to speed, sped. It could be 0. I don't like YZ though. Sub-Saharan matriarchal clan. I don't know. Wits and wit. Like literally wit. What's a suffix for the word wit? Wit. I can't even think of a word that starts W-I-T. Witcher? Witcher? CHER? I don't think that's correct, but it could be. Las pinturas de Frida Kahlo, por ejemplo, is arte. Paintings of Frida Kahlo is art in Spanish. I'm just a girl who can't say yes. That's a guess. All right. Latin for goodbye is vale. Star of TV, Alan Alda is an actor who's in MASH. I think he was Hawkeye in MASH, I believe. Awards honoring excellence in magazine publishing are the Duels? Doles Award? That sort of sounds familiar to me. Or that might include, don't know what that is, a Util, Ital, Prego. Terms of a trade are embargo, are the something, Bring up to date is to, Issa could be incorrect. Earth's crust and others. Layers. I already have that in there. What's this? Tirelessly making calls ahead of election day. Something polls. Syria. That looks like it. Syria. It's below matriarchal clan. It's gotta be Syria. Assuming, yeah, Yale's probably correct. Zip is to reap, is to Whittimer. Waste, I don't know. Convention challenger. Oh, faculty, something tenured. These Egos is correct. Ogle could be incorrect. What's down to? I just looked at that. Don't have a ton of letters to go off of. Lose as a tail. I guess that ends in an E, so blank EO. Oman could be incorrect, but I don't like that. Yeah, that's probably wrong. Oh, there's a port that's popped up before for Crossword that has good letters, but it's not Oman. I wonder if it's that. I don't know what it is, of course. Buns, it's gotta be something that ends in an S. Official languages. Chamorro? Siam? Golden goal, go easy on me is probably correct. Siam. It's a 4-letter that ends in AM. I can't think of anything other than Siam. Siam, PM, like that. Faint is something ample. Terms of a trade. Doozy. Doles could be incorrect. Is it, do I think of Doles Airport? Charles Doles? Italian. Okay, here we go. Italian. Something. Italian. Soup? Salad? Meal? Steak? Italian. This could be wrong as well. I don't know. Doolies? Awards is the, I don't know. Oval? I think that's correct. What other shape could they be? Circular? Oval? They're not square. At least not that I know. Terms of a trade. Bingo? Bango? Bongo? The get-go? Can-go? Mango? Mango? Italian dish. Italian bread. Faint is just, it's so light, you can't even see it. It's so faint. It's pale. It's not there. It's wispy. It's something. Or to faint, you fall over, you topple over. Maybe. Cansborn playwright, no idea. Doozy. Cylindrical grain holders. A mason jar, a silo, a farm, a built up is mass. This enforcers of rules, teachers, TAs, guidance counselors, coaches, umps, refs. Could be either one of those because they're both. Let's do referees. They enforce rules. Umpires is more baseball specific. I have no idea who that actress is or actor is. Christian, Trenton. Yeah, name, I don't know. It's like a light white-ish egg bone colored. New album. Album. Like the upcoming release of one's favorite band. Something hit. Hits are coming. New album, new streaming. Buns. Abs, legs. Buns and thighs. Thighs are part of your leg. Mideast port. Giza. Legs, Giza. That's not correct. Jane. Oh, Jane Goodall. It's a name that sounds familiar. Jane Goodall was is she? This is really could be totally wrong. In Tarzan, the lady's name is Jane. Was that named? I thought it was named after Jane, who spent time researching forests and the jungles where the gorillas were. And was that Jane Goodall who was researching and doing the work with the animals? I could be imagining that. Smith was the first woman to receive the Baseball Writers Association. No idea. All right, 25 minutes I think I'm going to reveal because this is a waste of time going through this and trying to figure out these things when I'm not even close. Not a waste of time, but it's difficult. I don't see myself solving this puzzle. A waste is A. Also, S could be wrong. Tirelessly making calls ahead of election day. I should be able to get this. News anchor. Let's do news. News. Yes. That could be wrong. Newspaper. News anchor. Poll something. Poll caller. Wits End. Whittier. Zip. Zip is to run fast. If you're zipping around, you are 0, nil. Don't know. Waste is to throw out, toss out. Period ender is a new period. Period in time. A capital. Capital letter. A period ends, then you put a capital. Idea? No, blank C. This is like, there was a C in a crossword I did recently it was like agency, or maybe it was adency. That's for sure correct. 3 G's in a row, ending a long clue. Okay, what it boils down to, I don't know. I like golden goal, go easy on me, rival, and Italian something. Those I think are correct. NICU I like. East is probably wrong. Everything else could be wrong. Syria I think I like. Yale, Arte, T's, the Baileys, the Melees. Staging areas are aria, solo opera. All right, I'm gonna reveal. Let's see what I don't know. I wonder how many of these are gonna be just random things I've never heard of versus oh yeah, I could have known that. Yeah. Italian sub. Could have got that. All right, don't look at the left. It's just we're looking over here. Look at all that. Correct. Almost all correct. I2, rig, I didn't know. Veil, kind of a guess that it was an A. Ellie's, okay. That was fun. What a blast. That makes sense. A home brewer, yeah, brewing beer. That was one of the things I thought of. It was like, you're making your own beer. You're using yeast. I mean, oboe sonata. Yeah, that's correct. I don't know if I was coming up with that one, but oboe is actually both of these are crossword words that pop up a lot. Posse, yeah, I knew it's some other kind of star. That was too on the nose, thinking it was shining or bright or glowing. Disc, yeah, not oval. The V looked weird. Why'd I have an N here? Oh, it's not even in a NICU. What's the NICU? I thought a NICU was... Not sure. Let me go, I can search a little bit here. I go to my other view, and we will go to here. Let's do the NICU, Neonatal Intensive Care Unit. This is like the Ragu Rouse all over again. Spot for newborn care. Nest. I don't even see that. It's probably neonatal something else. Whatever. Earth's crust strata. Sure. Ecru. I have heard of that as a color before. I thought ecru was more like a brown, but I guess not. Prig. No idea. Yeah, I mean, I can see how that sounds like a word that would mean snobby, but I'm not sure of it. Bring up to date. I said re something, like re-date, re-whatever, redo. That makes sense. Terms of a trade or lingo. Okay, the NGO. I was thinking like bingo, bongo, something like that. This makes sense, but lingo makes sense, I guess. Eagerly awaited your favorite band's upcoming release. Quinta Bryson, Brunson, sorry. No idea. Lose the tail you evade. Yeah. That is, okay, I was thinking of it at least correct in the sense that it's not literally like a lizard losing its tail or an animal losing its tail. It's losing a tail like the car following you. On the right track, but not really close. Build up is to rise. Yeah. Guam, not Siam. Okay. D's dem dos, no idea. Aiden. Oh, I deleted it. Wait, no, Aiden. I was looking at the Aiden C. What was the other C? I was close. Aiden Port. There was a C somewhere. We'll get to it. Feeble, sure. Smith, Claire, yeah. What do I want to look up? Hyena? Oh. Yeah, okay, I was not thinking of that correctly. Hyena, what did I have in there? I had country. Oh, Syria. The Y, hyena, Syria, whatever. Okay, egos, robo-dialer makes a bunch of calls before election. I was thinking of like calling the polls, calling the winner, trying to figure out, but I guess you're not doing that before election day. You're trying to estimate at that point. Sulusi is where I thought Aiden was. So I was familiar with this word, just had it in the wrong spot. Iconoclast. Don't know. I'm not sure what that is. Look is to seem. Sixth sense. Adjunct. What does adjunct mean? I do want to look up that. Adjunct. What does it mean to be adjunct professor? Contractual. Teaching introductory, undergraduate, preparatory courses, semester by semester. Supplementary. It's not essential. It's extra. So a faculty being like your senses, and adjunct being a tricky vocab word, at least for me. Wasn't getting that one. Smack is to whop. Sure. Spider. Is there actually such thing as a hobo spider, or are they just referring to hobos as spiders who spread around because they can get on railways? I don't know. Amos. Don't know. Tease. Check. Got that one correct. Skipping music. Say you're absent from like music class. Thinking like you're skipping a song on Spotify or Apple Music. Amigo, bro. See, I should just, it doesn't matter. I would have pal, bro, Mac, but it's in Spanish, so I was like, it was probably something not, bro or pal, but it was in this case. Spots. You spot someone money, you lend them money. Okay. Await, I looked at that one already. Sets, that was gettable. Detective, at times is a tracer. I'm sure I've heard of that before. Arrival, we got all of these. It's almost out Italian subs. What's the next one? Earl sweatshirt. I need to remember that because that's popped up a couple times previously. Earl sweatshirt. Let's see what Earl sweatshirt is. Earl sweatshirt. What songs does he sing? No idea. It's probably just a good crossword name. Earl. Lulu, a doozy. Slang terms. I've never heard of that. Lulu. Guess. Speed chess. I play a little bit of chess. A lot of chess. Rush to find a mate is speed chess. I was not thinking of that. I didn't really look at that clue after the first time I went down, but there's so many other things I'm thinking. Yeah, I missed that one. I don't know if I would have got it anyway, but that does make sense. Trying to find checkmate quickly. Many book by Paul Thoreau is a travelogue. I was in the right, bibliography, horror story, nonfiction, travelogue. Whatever. Series of hoops and hurdles. What was this? The rigmarole. Like you're jumping through hoops and going through hurdles. You're going through the rigmarole. You aged. Check. Got that one correct. Cylindrical grain holders. Cobs. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I was not thinking of that. I was thinking larger grain. Massive amounts of grain. Not corn on the cob grain, which I assume that's what cob's referring to. Eerie, Jane Eyre. It was Jane Eyre. Oh, come on, Will. Jane Eyre, Jane Fonda, Jane Goodall. Let's see who Jane Goodall was. Jane Goodall. Look at that. I was correct. Jane Goodall. She is the Institute expert on chimpanzees. Hey, I'm proud of myself for knowing that. I guess it's probably not that crazy of a fun fact, but I wasn't totally sure of it. Jane Eyre, should have put it in there. What was the penalty for me getting it wrong? Would have had another couple boxes correct. Inge, never heard of that person. Your buns is your rear. Okay, I was thinking that, but I did say that at one point, but I thought it was didn't have it correct. Enforces the rules are refs. Check. Got that one correct. Fixed format summary. Info box. Whatever. That makes sense. Waste. Debris. Yeah. Waste, it's like, is that a noun or the verb? Important subject in law school. Ethics. That's the word I was thinking of. And I just didn't spend enough time on it. We took engineering ethics in college. And I was like, oh, that's probably something that is important in law school is you got to have good ethics. I was also thinking about like medical personnel. Like they got to be have good ethics when they're performing surgery or deciding what surgeries to perform and working with patients and families and all that kind of stuff. Ethics, should have got that. What it boils down to is the insum. Not sure what that is. I mean, it's sure just it's the idea, the insum definition. In short, or to put it briefly. Yeah, makes sense. What it boils down to, more vocab. Didn't know that word. Stomps foot down, I won't. Makes sense. Tough to get without any other help. Spots are loci. Yeah. Plural of locus, right? That's, I think, your locus is your spot. Tough one. Law school was Yale, correct. Zip is elan. Is that to run quickly, or is that elan def is to you zip. I was thinking zero. I was thinking move fast, but you have zip about you. You have enthusiasm. You have some zip to you. Did not get it. Wits and witness. I see. I was on the right track. I was like, it's the suffix of witness. I just could not think of, or the suffix of wit, and I couldn't get witness. Witcher. And art we did get. And then I'm just a girl who can't say dough. Simpsons, dough. Homer always says dough. Dough. Couple things I could have gotten. Definitely wasn't solving it. Oboe sonata. Posse, yeah. Some tough ones, but for the most part, about as expected. Saturday is so much more difficult than any other day. It's a huge jump from Friday to Saturday, in my opinion. I think I'm putting impossible on the difficulty level when I do my little thumbnail for the YouTube video. But all right, did not get Saturday. Did not really get close. Did not get close. And honestly, kind of proud that I got just top right side, got some other ones. I was on the right track for some other ones. So maybe one day we'll get another Saturday. Done it once ever. It was an easy Saturday. But not this time, and maybe next time. We'll be back tomorrow to see if we can do the Sunday puzzle. And hopefully we do a little bit better than we did today. See you then.